All right, the next thing is a pressure bandage. So if we've got an injury that a typical Band-Aid or just a little cover is not going to stop the bleeding, but it's not pouring out blood where we need a tourniquet, this is where, as a paramedic or a firefighter, we use a pressure bandage. Well, Warrior Kid Medic Bandage does all things. So this is where, with the initial bleed, of course, we always want to apply pressure. And then simple wrap. This is our common sense approach. But this time, rather than a large area wrap, I'm going to focus on pulling tight. So I'm going to do a couple wraps, and then I'm going to cinch it as tight as I can to put pressure on top of that wound. And I want the knot to be on top of that wound. So is that too tight or is that just right?
It feels too tight.
Too tight? I can loosen up a little bit. So the goal is, we know that pressure helps to stop a wound from bleeding, so we're just applying pressure. And then if needed, I can wrap over again and tie another knot until I've got a good amount of pressure on top of that wound. And of course, if I want to cinch it more permanently, I can apply my slip knot, and I still have the ability to loosen it. Now I've got a good amount of pressure. I've stopped the bleed on a not severe, but not just a Band-Aid type of bleed. And we're back on the trail, riding bikes, climbing trees, having a great time. Good to go? All right. Another thing that might help when applying a pressure bandage is putting what we typically use on the ambulance is a wad of gauze or a roller gauze, but I always carry 2 Warrior Kid Medic bandages. I can take my first one and apply that bulk dressing over the top of the bleeding area. Of course, she can help me. Then get my other Warrior Kid Medic bandage and just cinch it right over the top of that bulk of gauze. Same thing, I'm putting my knot over the wound and over that bulk. And then when I apply the pressure, it's putting it directly where it needs to be on that bulk, on that wound. Same thing with the slip knot, so I can adjust it if needed. And now we're back on our bikes, back on the trail, climbing trees, having a great time. Good to go?